Music fans, welcome back. It is I, Dave, the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people, just like you right there, or maybe right there, and me right here. Styx the band on Twitter, just cracking up. They wondered on Twitter if we all had an artfully romantic day yesterday. And then they sent me over to an article in the Desert News entertainment section about how their lead singer, Lawrence Gowan's favorite romantic song should be on your list too. If it's not, it should be. And it turns out it's Stardust by Willie Nelson. Okay, Stardust. Lawrence says, Stardust is possibly the most romantic song I've ever heard. Although it's not from my era, I find it easy to relate to the point of view its timeless lyrics express. How about You Know It's You, Babe? How about that one? How about Babe by Styx? How about The Best of Times by Styx? How about Don't Let It End by Styx? What? You don't approve of sappy love ballads? Oh, but here it is. The Desert News, the article says that it Styx wonders aloud. The irony here is so tasty and scrumptious that I wasn't going to do a video on this, but I had to. Look, Dennis DeYoung is the brain of Styx. Here's something that you should ponder. Okay, they don't do these songs anymore because they're too sappy, or Dennis, they're intrinsically DDY songs, so those can't show up in the set list. We have to avoid those. Maybe they do. I know they don't do Babe. Let's be honest. But isn't Babe, that was like everyone's high school, junior high school song. I mean, he even says, well, Stardust isn't from my era. No, but Babe is. Isn't that ironic that Babe is from your era and you're now singing these iconic Dennis DeYoung songs and cashing the checks that Dennis wrote to begin with? Well, he kind of wrote the check because he wrote the songs. Well, maybe the publisher would, never mind, but you know what I'm saying. The point being, the delicious irony in this is that they're sort of opining and pondering which song is the most romantic. And for many of us, Babe was in our top 10, maybe our top 5. A song they don't perform anymore because they've pushed the brains of the operation out. And when Tommy was on tour with Damn Yankees, they actually made fun of the song. They actually broke into the song for a few seconds and then more or less mocked it. Of course, if you watch the documentary, you find out they find themselves in an elevator together, both Tommy and Dennis, and Dennis more or less reads them the riot act, and Tommy reluctantly says he's sorry. But it's just funny that Styx goes around pretending that this part of them doesn't exist anymore, and then they step in it here by actually talking about romantic songs. Look, the Willie Nelson song is okay, but I would take Best of Times, Babe, Don't Let It End. I'd take any of those over Stardust, and it's just goofy, and timeless lyrics. I think Dennis DeYoung wrote some fairly timeless lyrics. I mean, come on, people. It's just, I just can't wrap my brain around the irony here. Look, when Dennis DeYoung has to go out on tour, what does he say? He says, Dennis DeYoung and the music of Styx. Okay? Now, this is what I propose, and you could spread this video around because I think it's pretty intelligent. When Styx goes out on tour, I think they need a sign that says, Styx performing the music of Dennis DeYoung. Then everybody is happy, and more importantly, it's fair. Okay, it's fair, because Dennis wrote most of the tunes. Now, if you're gonna, Blue Collar Man and, a couple of the other okay, Blue Collar Man, woo, Tommy Shaw, okay, As someone said on my Facebook page, Billboard chart singles, it's like Dennis 8, Tommy 1, okay? So, too much time on my hands. I know, there's another one. August Zadra does Tommy Shaw better than Tommy does in Dennis's band. And by the way, if you want to recall Valentine's Day, go and listen to Babe. Make sure you listen to the version that Dennis does on the DVD with his current band. It's up on YouTube from 2014, or better yet, load some of those songs. Get those songs via, whatever service you use, if it's Spotify or iTunes. Go over and support the brains of the operation, Dennis DeYoung. Again, Styx, think of this. You should have a sign at your concert that says, Styx, performing the music of Dennis DeYoung. With that, I will let you go. I'm Dave, and this is The Real Music Observer. I had fun with that one. We'll talk again soon.